I just want to touch bases with y'all on something, man. And this really goes for everybody, not just my men, goes for women also. Anybody. Anyway, I was about to say like anybody. I mean, men and women, that's what we have on this earth. It's not for animals or whatever else, but this is what my message is, man. I want you all to start thinking about when you look at other people's content, whatever it is, whether they're making content on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever these platforms are, and you get this sense and this urge that you want to respond to these people like you don't like what they're saying, right? They came up with a video, whatever the topic is. You know, the recent topic was folks are talking about the Super Bowl performance, whether or not whatever teams that you were rooting for and stuff like that. That's like the thing that folks have been talking about more recently. But you have a whole bunch of people that put out this content. And then you go watch their content. And then you have this is really more for the negative. Positive, okay, cool. For the negative folks, or the folks that want to put down negative comments, I want to ask you, and you should ask yourself, is it that serious that you respond to that person in their comment section to say whatever negative stuff that you want to say? Because if I'm not mistaken, you're the person who decided to click on their content. You're the person who decided to listen to their content. They made the content based off of whatever their opinions were, whatever it is that they wanted to respond. They chose to do that. But here you come along because you dislike it, and you take this effort out, for one, to listen to it, for one, even if you listen to it just for a little bit. See what I'm saying? Like, it's not that you just went on the video and then immediately went to the comment section. Nah, you listened to it for a little bit. So you gave some of your energy. You gave your time that you can't take back. And you put that information down in their comment section to say whatever it was that you want to say. And I just, again, would like to know, was it that serious? Like, what did you think that you were going to get out of it? Maybe it's the fact that you're going to get folks that are either going to like it to try to confirm your bias or your issues, your concerns, whatever your opinion is. It's either that you were going to have that issue, or you were going to get responses back from that particular content creator, or other people that are going to reply to whatever it is that you stated. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But the thing is, and I'm not going to tell you that I'm not perfect, or I'm going to tell you that I am perfect. I've done some things in the past that maybe I've responded negatively. I don't make it this is not something that is a part of my mainstay of a person, just to go on people's content and stuff like that. But in the past, maybe something I disliked or whatever, and normally it's the person saying something about like, hey, I'd like to know your feedback. I'd like to see your response or whatever. So if you're asking for it, then I'm going to go up there and I commented on it. But for the most part, that's just not the type of person I am, that I'm going to sit up here and put a whole bunch of negative stuff on there, because I understand that this is this person's content. And I understand that this person didn't ask me to come watch their stuff. This person didn't make their content specifically for me. So really, when I start looking at it, and people are exactly right, some of the folks that do respond back and they say, well, why are you on my page? You got to think about that. You have to think of it for yourself. Why are you on that person's page? Why? And why do you have to comment on their page? This is their page. It's just like someone is inside their home and they're, doing their little reporting or something like that. They're speaking and, have their own little thing going on. They're putting on some presentation or something like that. And you can hear some of what they're doing. And maybe this is not the greatest analogy. Maybe I have to pull that back because it's maybe not the greatest analogy. Anyway, I'm not going to go on that tangent because I think that's not the greatest analogy. But I guess my point is, when it's all said and done, you have to ask yourself, what possessed you to go into someone else's content and decide to comment, and especially comment something negative when they didn't ask you? Maybe they did, but they really didn't. Them creating the content wasn't for you, and that means for something, there's something that's triggering you about that person or what that person said. Something's triggering you, and you wasted your time to watch their stuff and comment in their comment section. So essentially, those folks got you. They got you. You helped out them for their algorithm. Whatever the comment section does, whatever their view does, you help those folks out. But you know that my videos are always pertaining to being productive and trying to upgrade your life. And that's the reason why I asked you to start thinking about why. The minute I start seeing videos that seem like they're out of my ideologue, we don't seem to be, similar in whatever their content is, then I'm like, okay, well, it's not for me to watch. Just don't watch it. And then sometimes I'll sit there and I'll listen to it, and I'll listen to what they're saying just to hear what their, opinions are, and be like, okay, well, that's what it was. But for me to go down into their comment section, that means they got me. That means they triggered me. They mean they got whatever reaction that maybe they were looking to try to get with putting out the content. They were able to do it. That means that I don't have that much control of myself. And that's my point that I'm getting to you. Maybe you don't have enough control of yourself. We talked about that in past videos. Anyway, I am going to go back to the park. I'm going to catch you on the next note. Peace out.